Sports Matters TV, bringing the sports home.
Okay, guys, welcome to Sports Matters TV and a WrestleSlam special. This is the after show. Yes, the after show. Pretty much the first time we've done an after show, straight after a show. NXT Takeover. It's trending worldwide on Twitter, on Instagram. As usual, you have all the fucking keypad warriors typing and saying shit. But yet again, 85% of that was pretty much all good stuff. There was the one or two lads out there that were talking the usual shite. But I loved the pay-per-view. I thought it was epic from start to finish. In regards to results, yeah, I'm pretty happy with all the results. Pat and Adam Cole. First of all, lads, what a match. Incredible from start to finish. Maybe one botch move, which was actually all right because Pat was pretty cool. I'm going to go straight to Phil because, lads, we all stayed up all night to watch this. First of all, Phil, what's your take on Pat and Mr. Adam Cole, baby?
You know what? After watching that, I think they need to get Pat on it more.
Yeah. He'll be offered a contract.
Yeah. No, I definitely think could be the best celebrity match they've had.
Definitely. Johnny,
it was so good.
It was that good.
Yeah. No, it's just missing a crowd. That's all.
Yeah. Johnny, what you reckon?
Oh, I loved it. Loved it. Like, he was just good on every level. Like, he actually reminded me a lot of a heel Owen Hart.
Yeah.
You know, he was so, you know, kind of slimy, and, you know, he played the heel role really, really well. And, like, just his timing and his athleticism as well. Like, Jesus, the back, the you know, leapfrogging onto the top rope and everything. Like, I mean, he's definitely been training for longer than what they've said, you know. And there's definitely been a lot more going on there. This has been planned for a while. But Jesus, I mean, I can't think of any other celebrity match that could, or performance that would top it. I think match-wise, the LT Bam Bam Bigelow one is up there, but that was all because of Bam Bam. Yeah. You know, Bam made that match. Whereas Pat, in this one, I mean, he held up his end of the deal. I mean, personality, the punches and the kicks really impressed me as well. They were all so solid looking. That's something that I really appreciate in a wrestler now that a lot of guys aren't the best at, you know. It's just the punches and the kicks make them look good. So, no, 5 out of 5 for me.
Supposedly, Pat McAfee's walking around the hotel at the moment with a gatch. He's talking shit. He's calling out Randy Orton. He's absolutely gone off the rails, apparently. Like, he is talking absolute shit around the hotel at the moment, saying, look, I'm going for the championship next. That's the talk at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, they should definitely sign him. They should definitely put him on, you know, not full-time. Don't overuse him, you know.
Don't overexpose him, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, lads, the card was incredible from start to finish. It was definitely an event well worth staying up for. There was a lot of sports on last night. Now, we have to talk about Finn Balor, first of all, and Timothy Thatcher. Obviously, we've seen Balor in the flesh. We've seen Timothy Thatcher at OTT over the years.
Yeah.
It was a good match, lads. Exactly how I expected it to go.
Yeah, it was very hard-hitting.
Yeah.
I've seen on the internet that a lot of people hated it, but like, I can understand why, but like, you have to kind of appreciate this kind of style that they're going for as well.
Yeah.
But see, like, the issue there is there wasn't, you know, 20 false finishes and all that bullshit like that. You know, I absolutely loved it. It was my favorite match of the night.
Yeah.
It felt like a real contest. Both guys really trying to win. It was all in the body language and them trying to get out of the holds. And, you know, when Timothy had him kind of in that armbar and stuff, like, you know, it's like he's really trying to hurt him. You know, they made
it legit looked like he wants to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thatcher, I'm really impressed with him. I seen him and O'Neal Larkin on NXT a few weeks ago. That was fantastic. Very much like that. Like, he has a very authentic, very real style that I absolutely love. It's slower based as well. Like, you know, the match gradually builds as it goes along. So, a full mark for me for that one. I absolutely loved it.
It was quality, all right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We touched base a couple of weeks back on Mr. Damien Priest. Now, he posted a picture on Instagram Well, someone posted a picture on Instagram. He's in a hot tub basically with two females. Triple H kind of comes in, says hello. Supposedly, no, there's another 12 girls being added to that hot tub. He's still in that hot tub. He's having the time of his life. He's the North American champion. Lads, it was an exceptional ladder match. Obviously, we've seen a man that's in a spotlight at the moment, Mr. Velveteen Dream. Obviously, there's a lot of Brad Pest there. Like, there's a lot of people talking shit. Like, we don't know exactly what's going on, but obviously, the man is getting a lot of harsh words put towards him. Triple H came out and said, look, they looked into it. There's nothing there. Obviously, a lot of fans behind him. First of all, we'll talk about the match. Did you enjoy that match, Phil?
The second half of it, yes. The first half was a bit weird.
Yeah.
It felt awkward. I don't know. Was it just the wrestlers trying to get a feel for it or what? But it felt off.
Do you reckon that could be done to the whole crowd? You know the way you say a crowd makes an event like that?
Yeah.
That fact you can actually hear everything.
That could be it too, I suppose. But it just felt off or something.
Yeah.
Then it kind of picked up and it obviously got really good.
Yeah. Johnny,
the right man won as well.
Definitely. Johnny, what do you reckon?
I thought it was I kind of agree with Phil that he was a little bit awkward at times, but a lot of those guys, I don't know, like have a few of them probably haven't even been in a ladder match before, so that might have had something to do with it. Who really shined for me, I'm kind of biased because he had the Bam Bam Bigelow attire on, was what's his name? Bronson? What's his first name?
Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
Bronson. Yeah. I thought he was really good, but again, I'm biased because he had the Bam Bam Bigelow attire, and I'm a huge Bam Bam, so that the full match with that. I thought he was good. Yeah, Phil's probably right. I'd say the right man probably won it. Damien Priest.
Yeah.
He has big star quality to him, so I think used right and everything. I think there'll be big things for him.
I thought Cameron Grimes was pretty decent in it.
Oh, he was epic.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, he's really shining at the moment. His personality is coming through with his in-ring work as well. So I think, and I prefer the name as well to his Impact name. Obviously, there.
Trevor Lee, is it? Yeah.
I think the Cameron Grimes name is a good name.
Yeah.
He was very good now last night.
Yeah. Phil, where does Johnny Gargano go from here? Because obviously, this time last year was he the champion? Yeah, remember we met him at NXT.
Yeah. I was only talking to my brother last night about it, and we think he needs to go back to being face.
Yeah.
This heel turn isn't working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of forced and it doesn't connect.
I think another tag team would probably be the best thing for him if they could put him with somebody really good. I mean, because otherwise, the roster in NXT is so fairly chock full now, of quality guys. Gargano has done so much there already. I mean, to be honest with you, they should probably just bring him up to the main roster.
Yeah,
put him on Smack. You know.
I could see
Mike Dawkins has a draft coming.
Yeah. There's
really?
something going on.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And we have to speak about Velveteen Dream. Obviously, he's back. Obviously, there's a lot of shit there on Twitter. The usual keypad warriors that don't know what's going on. The typical guy that picks up something wrong and says, fuck this guy, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's before
we don't know what the story is yet.
No one does, you know what I mean?
But what I would do is I'd put him on TV but never give him a good program.
Yeah, just in case, I suppose.
Yeah. I couldn't put him in a big detailed program, but at least for a few months.
Well, Triple H came out and said, Triple H had that statement. Clearly, the WWE take no shit. We know that. They do not tolerate that shit.
Yeah.
Clearly, they've looked into it. There's clearly been an accusation made. The keypad warriors, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? There's times when people are right and there's times when people are wrong, but it seems to me there's nothing there, okay? So you have all the keypad warriors adding the fuel to it. You get a lot of heat. Obviously, then last night there was more people saying, look, it's good to have Velveteen back.
Yeah.
There seems to be a situation that's sorting itself out, but you can't deny the man's talent in the ring.
Yeah. But last night he even looked off. He didn't look right mentally.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Clearly, there's a lot going on.
He just didn't look himself. He's usually better than what he put on last night as well.
Yeah.
I think you're you make a good point there, Jerry, on WWE. I mean, if they thought there was, there might be something to the accusations.
Out the door, yeah.
He definitely wouldn't be on a freaking takeover. He would not be a big part of the show. Like, they would be. I'd imagine so. I mean, could be wrong, but I'd imagine they would be pretty careful that way. I mean, they've so much hanging on PR and like advertisers and things like that. They have to be very careful. So they obviously know a lot more than what's been thrown out there in the media. But then, that doesn't make for a clickbaity story.
Sure, the same could be said about Matt Riddle.
Exactly. And Matt Riddle came out with a public video, and obviously he put that to bed. Has Dave? I don't know. I shouldn't really touch base. Has Dave Meltzer mentioned anything about this?
Not in recent weeks, but he did alright a few months back.
Was he going to town? Was he trying to do the dog in it, or was he just saying?
No, he was just kind of just giving the facts, like this is what's out there, and no one knows, like, really. Yeah, to be honest.
Well,
but I would say one thing: the voice did sound like him.
Yeah. Well, I suppose time will tell. Obviously, we'll know more. Lads, we have to go to the main event. Yet again, there was people talking shit. Usual Twitter stuff. 90% of the people obviously enjoyed the match. But it's a new era. Obviously, there's talks, there's an injury as well. But Doomsday have pretty much arrived on NXT. And Keith Lee is no longer champion. Phil, what did you think of that match?
I thought the match was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a bit like the first match. They kind of slowly built it, and it got really, really good. There was a point, all right, where you could see the injury happen. It was just kind of, that's nasty.
Yeah. No, I noticed that.
But overall, that was a high quality match for me. And I think Keith Lee now was moving to one of Lord's SmackDown.
Oh, he has to. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. Johnny, what you reckon, my man?
Oh, I loved it as well. Same reasons. The gradual, the slow build. I mean, they never really got into that, real next gear. Obviously now we know because of the injury, but overall, I did really like it. I really like both guys. Karrion Kross. I mean, he's just the whole presentation. He just has star feel to him, and he's really kind of old school feeling heel as well. Like, he reminds me of Ivan Koloff. He's that type of, 60s, 70s, kind of heel that I really like. I love his style. I love his facial expressions in the matches and everything. I thought he was really good. It's funny because I was watching it with my nephew, and at one point he said that Karrion's shoulder looked weird. And I didn't really take any notice of it. But then we found out then later on, that there's a shoulder separation. I think Lee going up to the main roster now will depend on that. Because if Karrion Kross has to take time out, Lee will probably have to stay in NXT.
You're right. You're absolutely right. What do you reckon, Phil? Do you reckon that?
To podcast, Phil.
I know. Yeah. No, it's just it was going to happen one of the weeks.
Yeah.
But I think Keith Lee is going up.
SmackDown or Raw?
Raw, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say Raw too.
Hey, Brock Lesnar, where are you, boy?
Well, Raw has no main eventers. Raw has literally no main eventers.
Yeah. Keith Lee doesn't even have to try. He's just going to bring that attraction to him, Doesn't even have to try.
Yeah, 100%. He has it all in his presence. So just hopefully they do right by him, and don't do, goofy stuff with him. But I think he would fit better on Raw, but SmackDown need him more for sure.
But there's a draft coming, so we'll see what happens.
Do any of you know what the story is with Roman Reigns now? Is there any news?
There was something yesterday, alright, but it's nothing he won't be back for another little bit.
I reckon it's going to be SummerSlam, I'm telling you.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
We'll have to touch base on that. So, lads, obviously, quick rating. Out of 10, Phil, what would you give NXT TakeOver?
Probably 8.
Good. And Johnny, what would you give it out of 10?
Just to be positive, I'll give it a 9. I'll go one better than Phil.
And what do you reckon your nephew would give it? Would your nephew give it a 9 as well?
Oh yeah, he actually really liked it. He really liked it as well. He really liked the main event as well. He thought that was excellent. Like, so yeah, no, we had a good time watching it now last night. We both really enjoyed it.
Good stuff, good stuff. So lads, there you heard it, NXT Takeover after show. Yes, you heard it after show. Pat, you are a fucking legend, my friend. Keep strutting around that hotel doing the Ric Flair. Woo! And as I said, we'll be back with a Bret Hart special. So stay tuned, lads, and thank you very much.